From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To the air again, McCarthy.
Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now they'll change things up.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, here's Nix. This ball down the field for Pitts.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
69 yards.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
On the return, Dylan Laube. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
back to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. That's complete to Baker.
And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Off the play fake. Nix
escaping the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Touchdown! Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll be out right at the 35.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Nix. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Nine yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tui Pelotu. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Okay, ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taking it about the 16. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw is Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Jamison Williams,
44 yards.
and the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. In motion goes the tight end.
Nix to the air.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Throwing Nix.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf. 44 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 21.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Here's McCarthy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And Walker has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and the lead will hold at 10.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 35.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now, well, they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He finds his man. Complete. It's Baker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now they'll shift things around.
Back to throw. Flush to his right.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, and how important could that play be in determining a winner here? That moves the ball all the way to the other side of the field, and now you're one completion away from at least getting into field goal range to tie things up. But with the time remaining, they still got a shot to win this as well.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Here's Nix. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
He stiff arms it.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs,